Steve Simmons along with Scott Stinson here at the Quicken Loans Arena on the morning of Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Playoff Series between the Toronto Raptors and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And I guess the question buzzing around, Scott, is there are changes brewing for the Toronto Raptors. The question is, what are those changes?
Yeah, it seems like the players are at least hinting that there will be some changes to the starting lineup. We've been speculating, there's been some reports, possibly Damari Carroll comes out, possibly Jonas Valanciunas comes out. Dwayne Casey, of course, being cagey in his responses, he's not saying anything. So we'll have to see what he does, but what do you think is going to happen?
Well, I don't know if it makes that, it's not going to be like the last series where a moving Norm Powell into the starting rotation and taking Valanciunas out really changed the series for the Raptors. I think that's a different kind of opponent. I think everything still comes down to how do you stop the guys who aren't LeBron? And how do you prevent him from making all the plays he makes and from really taking over the game? You know he's going to get his points. You know he's going to do his stuff. But you really have to, I'm going to make a hockey analogy. You have to, in the days of Wayne Gretzky, you had to eliminate Yari Curry.
Right.
The Raptors have to eliminate the Kyrie Irvings and the Kevin Loves and the three-point shooters on the Cavaliers. And that, to me, is the whole key tonight.
Yeah. Casey says they have to get closer to those shooters, and we'll see how they do it.
Well, we'll get a sense of who the starting lineup is, I think, right at the time the ball is tipped off, because Dwayne Casey is historically very quiet about his changes and about his starting lineup. We know change is coming. We just don't know what exactly the change is. For Scott Stinson, I'm Steve Simmons for Postmedia.